D23 is nearly here, and people are very excited, at least, well, they should be, maybe, sort of. Okay, we'll figure it out. But we've got whatsondisneyplus.com posting this from Roger Palmer. D23 Disney Entertainment Showcase Disney Plus predictions. All right, what do we got? Star-studded presentations. It's got covering Disney Plus. Okay, what do we got? Marvel's Vision Quest is what we've got for D23. Okay. Ahsoka Season 2. Okay. Marvel Special Presentations. Okay. Oswald the Lucky Rabbit. That's coming from Jon Favreau. Maybe that'll be good. I don't know. Marvel's Daredevil Born Again Season 3. Folks on the video game side, I know that we might be looking at Kingdom Hearts 4 and then Disney Parks. There are some websites out there saying that we're going to get a Space Mountain redo with new track and maybe a change to Spaceship Earth. So, but I don't know, not a lot here. We're gonna get some info, hopefully about Monsters Inc., the roller coaster, and maybe something on Villains Land. But Culture, you're going to D23. You've been looking over all the stuff ardently. Yep. Culture, what has your interest when it comes to the parks? What is Disney doing at D23 that might give heart to those who say, boy, it's time for a turnaround?
You know, really, there hasn't been anything that's blown up my skirt outside of it has nothing to do with the parks. It has to do with the video game world. As far as parks go, I mean, what else do they have that they could possibly announce? We're already waiting on Villains Land, and as you've already mentioned before in previous segments and videos, that's likely to be delayed until 2030. So I don't know. Do you think there's anything I should be focused on, Pro? I mean, is there something new that is going to be, gifted to us?
I would be. I think what we're going to get this year is them telling us kind of more info about things that are already coming. Maybe like I could see them giving us some new details about the Encanto ride coming to Animal Kingdom. Maybe we get a date on something. I don't think we get a date on anything at Magic Kingdom, like coming in, but maybe at Animal Kingdom we could get that. At Magic Kingdom, maybe we get updated concept art for the Cars attraction. I don't think we get it much on Villains Land. What else? What is it? The Glob that they replaced Muppet Vision with? Maybe they tell us what the heck that's going to be.
One of my friends tried to leak to me the idea that they were going to announce massive refurbishments and replacements in Tomorrowland.
Well, we've heard Spaceship or Space Mountain, they're going to replace the track. I think that's pretty much set. I think that's going to happen. I think they're going to do something with Spaceship Earth, but I don't know what it is.
Oh, I'm saying specifically at Disneyland. I think they've talked about there's the Tomorrowland and Disneyland is pretty dead space outside of Star Tours.
You think they're going to bring back the track up top, the old people mover stuff?
There's no structural way to make that happen or to make it ADA compliant without massive rework.
So then that's not happening. So what could they do at Disneyland that's really exciting for Tomorrowland?
I don't know. I really honestly don't. I think that if they did anything and they brought back the people mover, it would be wildly popular, but to what end? I mean, they don't really have a lot over there currently to present to people. And, the other thing they're going to want to peddle is the idea that they're getting rid of the gasoline cars for electric.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Utopia.
And they should probably announce that for Tomorrowland at Disney World. That would be better than what's currently happening.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that at the same time, and again, Disney World's Magic Kingdom has a bunch of wasted space, but so does Disneyland. So I have a feeling that it's not going to be the announcements that we're all hoping for. They're likely not going to give us anything that's super hype as far as Avengers Campus or Avatar. Or maybe they'll announce that it's not going to be Avatar anymore. It's going to be something different like Zootopia or something like that. I don't know, bro. I really don't know what to expect. And the only thing I'm hyped for, to be fair, and I'm going to do coverage on this for us, is going to be Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to the coverage of that. Erika, the problem for Disney is this. This is why D23 with the parks is going to be pretty tough to get excitement about. How many years have they hyped up Villains Land? How many times have they, talked about cars and didn't want to tell us where it was going to go and all that? How many years have we been doing this? And this is the most recent photo. You can see Park Mind posting BioReconstruct's photo. Says, it's wild that Hollywood Drift's track is complete less than a year after Rip Ride Rocket closed. Meanwhile, Rivers of America closed 392 days ago and is almost all dirt. So there is nothing. I mean, we got some concrete walls. Got some itty bitty little concrete walls down here. There is nothing with cars. There is nothing with Villains Land. So what are you going to do when this thing looks like it's going to take as long as Tron and Cosmic Rewind? It's going to be like 6 years. We're going to be in the 2030s before we get this stuff. That's what is so depressing for D23, I think.
I'm wondering what is going on behind scenes. I mean, I get Disney has a reputation for extremely slow processes in getting lands and attractions built, but considering we also have a new CEO, maybe it's just wishful thinking in my head. Kind of makes me wonder, maybe they're reshaping things that we don't know of. And I don't know, maybe that's just hopeful, wishful thinking out loud. I should know better than to believe what I'm saying, but I don't know. So, I hope. But
I'm glad you said that, though, Erika. The rumors up until now, we don't believe them. That things are changing and yada, yada. We've seen the plans. We know that they have to go through approval processes. At the same time, I'll go to Ron on this one. Ron, this is going so slow. This is ridiculously slow. It's moving so slowly that it makes you wonder, are they going to refile new permits and make changes? Because maybe, and the president of Walt Disney, has stepped down, of Walt Disney World has stepped down. Maybe the new guy is going to come in and say, let me look over all this and make changes and we saw that with New Fantasyland a long time ago. Mm-hmm. This is unbelievably bad progress.
Well, I mean, it's not just bad progress. It's maybe the worst case of what's, I personally know as what's called bad show. I know culture knows that, phrase as well, that I've ever seen. I mean, absolutely bad show. The fact that you can stand in front of Tiana's Bayou Adventure and look out over what used to be Rivers of America and see every bit of construction going on above the construction walls that just aren't tall enough to prevent you from doing that. It's beyond ridiculous, and it looks awful, and it's going to look that way for years. It is an absolute gutting and destruction of Frontierland over the Magic Kingdom, which was really beautiful before. I mean, that's the worst part of it, is like the Rivers of America and Tom Sawyer's Island, regardless of what anybody thought of it, it looked beautiful and presented a wonderful aesthetic to that portion of the park that Disney Imagineering clearly didn't have the foresight to think of how awful and ruined that would look. And it's very likely that they are having to constantly make changes in what their planning is for Piston Peak and for Villains Land. I mean, there's so much area back there that I'm sure that as they're digging and reconstructing and doing different things, that they're finding problems. There were a lot of problems with the area flooding and sewage coming up and stuff before they ever started this project. So it's very clear that there are a lot of issues going on there. This is going to take years. It's going to look bad for years. The Magic Kingdom is a park that I would advise people, honestly, right now, even if you do go to Disney World, it's the park you don't need to spend a lot of time in. Don't book it so that you have like 2 or 3 days on your vacation in that park. One day and you're out, see what you can and get out of there. It's just not really fun right now. And they need to do a lot of improving. If I had to guess what the big announcements were for what's going to happen at Walt Disney World, they can come out and go, hey, guess what, guys? We figured out a way going forward to solve all the air conditioning and water problems at Wilderness Lodge.
There you go. Air conditioning would be a great addition at D23. Folks, I'm going to say, I think a lot of the D23 stuff is going to go to China, going to go to some other places around the world. Disney World might get announcements, but until we see some kind of progress happening with the dirt pile, it's going to be a while before people say, boy, I'm excited about what got announced. I think even the most diehard pixie dusters, cupcakers are realizing Disney can announce lots of things. That doesn't mean it's bringing anything to the table.
Thanks for watching That Park Plays News. For more information, consider checking out www.thatparkplace.com. And don't forget to subscribe, share, like, and send this out on your favorite social media accounts.